Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator and the Rove and the North Island, New Zealand bush trip, leg 8, the final leg from Whanganui to Wellington International. Let's get it done. Alright programs, it's the final leg, the final countdown. Let's go. Finisher up, back in Wellington again, like the last bush trip, a little bit annoyed at that. Would have been nice if these things could be chained together and not end up in the same spot all the time, but hey. Who knows how they do this? Who knows what their procedure is? Maybe they, different people doing different bush trips, and they're not really talking to each other. Who knows? Not me. Look at that, the sun rising over the river, over the hills and the forest and Whanganui. Bye Whanganui, thank you. Appreciate you very much. $119 for 254. Koitiata. Koitiata, yeah. Maybe that's how it's pronounced. Maybe it isn't. We'll find out. Well, let me know in the comments if you know how it's pronounced, and I've murdered it. I apologise if you're from Koitiata. After lifting off from Whanganui Airport, track the coastline to the tiny beach settlement of Koitiata. Yes, ma'am. Yes, there it is on my Google map. Down here a bit. This little beach over here. I feel like I'm getting blown sideways. Here we go. 119. Why is that so difficult? Getting blown sideways here. It's been a good bush trip. I've enjoyed it. North Island's been really interesting. Highlight being the Mount Taranaki. What an imposing mountain. Incredible. And yeah, I don't know what the next one is. I guess is New Caledonia is closest. I think there's a New Caledonia one. It's a Hawaii one. And I think that's it for the bush trips that came out with that update, the New Zealand and Pacific update, which was like 3 months ago now. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow. The Serenity. The river there doesn't tell me what it's called. In the Jubals, at least not at the highlight level I'm at. I'm still so impressed with this sim, you know? You can just look at the little beaches there and the rivers, and you can imagine people fishing and splashing and frolicking and living their lives, you know? That's what I love about this. Imagining, you know, this is Koitiata here. Koitiata. Just to our right. A little village on the beach. Well, called a settlement on the instructions, so maybe not even big enough to be a village. But the farmers' fields. There we go. Now we're turning 145 to 616. Himatangi Beach. Himatangi Beach. Fly along the gently arcing coastline to reach Himatangi Beach, the location of the most expansive dune field in New Zealand. Dune, desert planet, Arrakis. Most expansive dune field. I do not know what a dune field is. I mean, I've heard of sand dunes, obviously. Is that just a bunch of sand dunes? Dune fields. Sounds unlikely. Onboard service people to get me a glass of water. Thank you, sir, madam, invisible, invented person. Ah, water. Is there anything more refreshing? The answer is no. Down. Running out of towns along the coast here. There's a little thing called Santoft. I think it's probably more a farm than anything else. It's quite a way inland. Might as well try and get a thumbnail going. I think I want the plane on this side for once. There we go. That's pretty nice. That's pretty cool. Pretty far out there, man. I'm pretty far out there. Look at the lighting on the back of the seats. Oh, it's amazing. We're living in the future. We're living in a simulation of a simulation. Truly incredible. I mean, it's a one-to-one simulation of the planet Earth. Just, whether it's been 2 years, 4 years, however long this has been going, this sim, I'm still in awe of it. Can't wait for 2024, the next version. It's gonna be epic. And the jobs are going to be good, but I presume there's going to have been a few extra updates to the algorithm things, and just stuff that we haven't heard about yet. Just make it even better. Let's hope so. Let's hope they don't make it worse. Where are we headed? Whanganui Beach. Yep, we've done 3 minutes and a half. Got another 3 minutes to go. I'm gonna ignore the purple arrow and get back over the coast. I'm not a big fan of just flying over water. It's a beautiful water sim, but not much to look at, you know what I mean? And then we'll get back to 45 degrees, 145, whatever degrees we feel like, huh? Are these the debris fields, the dune fields? Met some rough waves when that photograph was taken. Very cool. Oh, great beaches. There we go. Oh look, I mean, Whanganui Beach has just shown up on my map, so maybe another few minutes. Seems to be the way it goes. Big long beach, Whanganui. Pretty much starts right now. That little inlet and then beach all the way down there. You're beached, mate. Bro, you're beached. I'm beached. There we go. Back on sort of the right direction. Heading straight to the town of Whanganui Beach. guess I can't quite see them yet, but just above the right wing is where the town of Himatangi Beach is, according to Google. Is there a bunch of little houses there? I think there might be. Hello, little houses. Hello. Lovely to see you. What a lovely place you've got. The mountains in the distance, the big flat plains, the water, the beaches. Ah, here it is. It is. Look at that nicely gridded little village slash town. Beautiful. Love it. All my rugby fields though. There we go. Next turn, 168 for 438. It's the instructions, and I will follow them. Hokkyo Beach. From Himatangi Beach, continue along the shore to fly over the community of Hokkyo Beach. Well, it's a good thing we're in a beach coma, because we're going the beaches. Right, Himatangi Beach has now turned into Foxton Beach. Still seems like the same beach though, really. It's the same beach, you're not fooling me. I can see the same beach when I see one. You can't fool me. I'm a beach-connoisseur. Connoisseur of beaches. Not really. I have been to some beaches in my time. Used to love going to the beach. These days, I'm too fat. They'd call wires, you know, whoever saves the whales on me. And this is the town of Foxton Beach. It's bigger than Himatangi Beach. Himatangi Beach. Look at this place. Still no, there's got to be rugby fields. How are there not rugby fields in every single town? I mean, they're rugby mad in New Zealand. The algorithm has wiped it from existence. We're not having sports fields anymore. Get them out of here. Who can say where the road goes? Lewis Farms, Parutawahau inland a bit, Oxton, just a little bit in that as well. This beach here is about to be Waitarere Beach. Oh, there's Hokkyo Beach just showing up on my map. Waitarere Beach and then Hokkyo Beach. Looks like, where are we? We're heading south. I thought Wellington was sort of bottom right of the North Island. Wouldn't it be over to our left there? Oh, are we getting to Wellington anytime soon? I must be just be in the wrong spot. The bottom left Wellington. Not how I remember it. I mean, when we flew in from the South Island on the previous bush trip. Anyway, this is the town of Waitarere Beach. We'll find out in a few minutes when we actually arrive. This little town as well. Forgot to look to see if there was a rugby field. And then just a little bit further on, I guess kind of where this carved out little bit is, tiny little inlet, would be Hokkyo Beach. The big town actually is inland a bit. It's called Leven. It's pretty big according to my Google Maps. Larger than Hokkio Beach anyway. Hello, got rugby field? Look in. Nothing. Nope, just beach sports. I play rugby on the beach. Only time. Okay, are we moving on? Purple Arrow, thank you, Purple Arrow. 173 for 156. Waikawa Beach. From Hokkio Beach, fly past Waikara Beach, located where Waikara Stream meets the South Taranaki Bight. I see. Oh, there it is on the map. Waikawa, when you can Waikawa. But that's big beach, deep beach. Plenty of sand. Definitely play rugby there. Looks like a giant sand bunker in there a bit. I wonder what that is. They've dug out something. Why have they dug out something? I demand an exclamation. Here's the town of Waikara Beach. No, what am I saying? Yeah, Waikawa Beach. Oh, that could almost be a football field. More like just a field. There would be a football field in every town in New Zealand, surely. Wait, there was a sort of rectangular thing going on just as we arrived at the town. All right, next waypoint. 187 for 441. Paraparamu. Definitely murdering that one. Continuing along the coast to reach Paraparamu. Paraparamu. Maybe it's Paraparamu. I'm trying to say AU there, but maybe it's actually Paraparamu. Paraparamu sounds pretty good. A town that is part of the Kapiti Coast district of the Wellington region. Okay, flying over Otaki Beach. Again, looking for oh, and then Otaki's the big town over there. Well, that's probably where the football field would be if there is one. Didn't look. Was too busy trying to pronounce Paraparamu. Otherwise, it would be Paraparamu. Paraparamu. Dunno. I'm not a New Zealander. Beaches with little rivers. Ah, definitely beach district, isn't it? Is it Paraparamu? So, yeah, the program I used to show me the Google Maps and tracks it, you can't click on anything. If I could, I would be able to look up the pronunciation of these things. Meanwhile, to Horo Beach below us, no rugby field. More sort of sand dune looking things. Alright, so at the end of this peninsula is Paraparamu Beach. with the Southward Car Museum nearby. And then also the town of Paraparaumu. Yes, I've said it differently every single time. Yeah, that's it. I said it perfectly that time. Batu, Barata. We're getting into some definitely dense places now. Waikane at the base of the hills there on the left. And that Paraparaumu, Emu, Paraparaumu is right in front of us. Oh, that's a big highway, is it? Wow. I guess it's the number one. We've been basically following the number one, haven't we? All this time. Maybe it's a train line. No, it could be as well. There's definitely on the map a highway there, so... just hasn't been that big elsewhere. I guess we're coming into Wellington, the capital city, but that's a golf course. That's definitely a golf course under the right wing. I think. Looks like a golf course. We found a golf course on the map. Now we just, is that a rugby field below us? Oh, yes, it's set up as a soccer field. Markings wise. Oh, they're smaller. They're smaller than my brain. I've been thinking that they'd be bigger than that. Ah, maybe that's why I haven't been seeing any rugby fields. Okay, this is not where we're landing, apparently. It looks like we're already done. Okay, 181 for 453. Barimata from Paraparaumu. Continue tracking the coastline inside Porirua Harbour, an inlet of the Tasman Sea. The city of Parameta lies on the northeastern aspect of Porirua Harbour, where it meets Ivy Bay. Hope you've got that clear. Yeah, okay, so that would be the size of a rugby field below us just now. I was sort of expecting them to be bigger. I'm higher than I thought, basically. You know, in previous bush trips, I do tend to sort of stick around like 1,000, 1,500 feet, but because New Zealand's so bumpy, I've been, you know, staying above the hills and things. But on there, they've dug up everything. Must be like a bike track or something. No, a lot of it's been dug up. Why have they dug all that stuff up? What you doing, people of where are we? Oh, here we go. Pea Kakariki. There you go. Dug everything up for some reason. Still headed to Parramatta. Parramatta. My God, there's a Parramatta in Sydney, but it's not spelled like that at all. Completely different languages too. Parramatta's based on an Aboriginal word, I think. It means what does it mean? The river of eels or something. And this will be a Maori word. Parramatta. It must be difficult to cross the Tasman Sea. Why was there no, like, contact between Australian Aborigines and the Maori, for example? The Maori only just arrived in this land, you know, sort of relatively recently when the British showed up as well? Or did they just... Because the Maori came from elsewhere, one of the other Pacific islands originally. and took over this island, although there were previous people here, I believe, called the Pakeha. No, the Moriori. Pakeha is their word for white people. The Moriori that got wiped out. Yet they never, maybe they weren't seafaring, but the Maoris certainly were. How come they never made it to Australia? Google that. I'm gonna Google that if I remember. Where's my clock? Why's my clock going? Clock going. There we go. Clock going. And where are we going now? Parramatta. There it is. Yep, it's just beyond this lagoon. Just beyond the lagoon, I tells you. Basically, Wellington is not where I remember it. At all. I see where I'm getting it from. Yes, it is on the bottom. The North Island doesn't... if it were to connect, it would connect right onto the right-hand side of the South Island. So it is basically just north of the right-hand side of the South Island. It's actually the left-hand side of the gotcha. But it's sort of where I imagined it compared to the South Island. Now that makes more sense. Yes, of course. And that's why we came from, in the previous bush trip, we came from sort of left to right and then ended far right in my head in Wellington, but actually it was the far left of the North Island. Does that make any sense? I hope so. Because I am explaining it again, because we've just arrived at Parramatta and now it's time to go 169, 440, Wellington International, gain a visual on Wellington Harbour and locate Wellington Airport at its southern end. Fly over the waters to the east of Wellington, admiring its skyline. Land, bringing this journey to an end. One last time. This summer, we will arrive. Right, here we go. Wellington. Wellington. Old Wellington. If we, what's all these spikes in the power lines? It's photogrammetry, I think. Yeah, I guess they're power lines that are photogrammetried. Power, what do you call them? Stanchions? It's a lot of power lines. It's crazy. You're talking crazy to me. Pretty sure the big rugby stadium's on the foreshore. I don't know why I think that, but I did go to Wellington, and they had already built that at that point, I think. Or the cake tin, as they call it, because it's a big round thing. I don't know what else, it's like Westpac Stadium or something? I don't know. Probably got an official name. Might actually be at their sort of reddy white thing. Let's actually head over there. The airport's over there somewhere as well. We'll figure it out. Get a bit lower as well. See what we can see. And so there's the end of the runway there. That's perfect. That's perfect. We'll do a nice little zone over the... not to go too fast. Over old Wellington here. Get a good look at things. Actually, it is on the foreshore, isn't it? Look at that. That's the cake tin, I reckon, right in front of us now. I mean, it does vaguely ring a bell because I've been here. It's the way the hills are and whatnot. And certainly we walk the foreshore. There's like a little path around those docks and everything that you can... I don't know what this other thing is that's struggling to render in. There you go. Wellington Stadium. Might actually be another stadium, is it? Doesn't want to render in properly. Come on. You can do it. You can do it, Wellington. You can do it, game. Like a swimming pool or something. I don't know what that other building is, but that's the cake team. Go watch some rugby. And there's some other building there. 3D modelled rather than photogrammetry, I think. Let's go over to the airport then, because that's what we're here for. We can fly over this hill now. Find this old runway again. Got down a bit. Buzz whatever's up on the top of that hill there. Come on, trying to slow down. Try and trim back. There we go. It's better. Over the hill, and now we can land at Wellington Airport. And put this bush trip to bed. I'm glad, well, hopefully it finishes, but I'm still annoyed that I can't finish the South Island one because of a bug. It'd be nice to get this one at 100%. I mean, the goal years ago now, was to do all the bush trips at 100%. I hadn't, you know, when there was only like 4 or 5 bush trips, I had them all at 100%. Now I've been stuck at like 89% for like 2 years because I've been roving, I've been flying between the bush trips. And they've been piling up a bit. By the time I get to them, there's more. It's time to just knock them all out. We did the Rove, we did the, you know, the strict Rove. And I basically went around the world twice. So, yeah. That's an achievement. That feels good. Now here we are back in Wellington. Oh, our brakes on. Wonder why there's cars on that other runway over there. Will it register? Yes, it will. Done! It's done! Leg complete. Bush trip complete. That was leg 8. That was the final leg of the North Island, New Zealand bush trip. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed the whole thing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir, goodbye.